Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to congratulate Dante, first team All SEC defense, or All SEC defensive team, whatever it is. We're just excited that his name is on it. Want to also congratulate Collin on co SEC Freshman of the Year, making All SEC freshman team and second team All SEC. Those guys have worked awfully hard. They should be commended for their hard work. Obviously, we're thrilled that they decided to come to the University of Alabama and be a part of our program. Both of those guys could have gone anywhere, but they're a joy to coach, and I know their teammates are going to be awfully proud of them. This is a new season for us with the SEC tournament. It's coming at a great time. We obviously didn't end the SEC regular season like we wanted to, but this is a new opportunity, one that anything can happen. So we'll get back to practice on today, and obviously we'll board a flight later on tonight heading to St. Louis. But it's a great opportunity. We think the SEC tournament is wide open. Anybody can win it. The SEC has shown that this year during conference play, anybody can beat anybody. And we've had our shares of losses, but we've had our share of wins against some really good teams. Obviously, the team that we're playing in Texas A&M, we're very familiar with them. They're an outstanding rebounding team. They've gotten 36 offensive rebounds on us in 2 games. And, they're long and athletic. So, it's a couple of days turnaround before we have to play them again. But we're very familiar with them, and we're going to have to execute on both ends of the floor at a high level to be successful.
Hey, Avery, what about the matchup against Texas A&M on Saturday kind of lent you to believe that Galen and Alex would go in and perform and maybe not using Daniel as much? And how did you think those two guys performed?
Well, the main thing is any of our big guys, you got to be able to rebound. And, whatever it is, if one of our big guys is getting a rebound every couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, you can play. If you're getting one every 8 or 10 minutes, is not good. So everybody has a job to do. Our big guys have to rebound. We can't have any of our big guys playing, 20 straight minutes without a rebound. However those minutes are divided up. So Galen and Reese, we thought, battled in there pretty good. But it's not just our big guys. Our guards gave up a ton of offensive rebounds. J.J. Chandler hurt us. Flag hurt us. DJ Hogue. So a lot of their wing players hurt us. It's not just our big guys.
Avery, obviously a lot of different people, bracketologists or whatever you want to call them, will say different things right now about just what it will take for you guys to make the tournament at this point. And I know the easy coach speak answer for you would just be need to take it one game at a time and win one game at a time, etc. But what do you think, in your opinion, it should take for you guys to get in? Is it?
You know what? Right now, I'm sorry. I don't want to give you the coach's speak. I'm really focused on today's practice. I am really focused on, the type of mindset we're going to need to prepare for this game on Thursday. I think rather than trying to beg your way somewhere, and our resume speaks for itself, okay? Yes, we have had some disappointing losses, but we've won a lot of high-level games. We've beaten a lot of really good teams. As much as we've had a 5-game losing streak, we've had a 4-game winning streak in arguably the toughest conference this year in basketball, the SEC. So, you can look at all of the stats. Aaron, he sends me a ton of information on our resume. You can go online and look at it. Yes, top 25 wins, quadrant 1 wins, on and on and on. We've been injured. We've missed a lot. Guys have missed a lot of games. So, yes, all of those things are facts. But the tournament that we're focusing on today is the SEC tournament. And how can we finish with one more point than Texas A&M. That's all we're worried about. And we think the rest of it will take care of itself. We just think if we can ever become that level 3 team that I've been talking to you guys about all year, then we think sky's the limit.
Two questions, Avery. Update on Herbert yet? I know I asked you yesterday, but where was he after practice, and kind of where do you expect his availability coming up?
Don't know his availability yet. We're going to have a pretty tough practice today, so we'll see, how much of that practice he can participate in and then how he recovers. When you're talking about a head injury, it's not a sprained ankle. It's head injuries are head injuries, and you got to be very careful.
Clarify, so has he been cleared to make contact in practice?
He's been cleared for some parts of contact in practice. That's accurate.
And just how much confidence does this team have at this point, not just in the locker room, but knowing that, especially the first 2 teams that you line up against in this tournament are teams that you have beaten, although not recently?
Yeah, we're not thinking about 2 teams. We're just thinking about A&M. And, we've been talking about certain things since June when we got together, whether it's something on transition defense or transition offense or, having an a positive assist to turnover ratio. We've been talking about a lot of things, man, for a long time. And now it's just a situation, if you don't get it, then we're going home. But if you try to just win a jumping contest with Texas A&M, they're going to out-rebound us again. But if you box out properly, then we'll have a chance of getting that rebound. So there's a list of 15 different things that we've been talking about with this team all year long, and it's just a matter of what kind of mindset they're going to have. Obviously, we're not playing against ourselves, but if you allow DJ Hogue to shoot threes, wide open ones, he's going to make it. And if we don't run with a high rate of speed and transition, if we run like we're retired, like I'm a retired NBA player, okay? I can't run anymore like I used to. So if they run like me, then we're in trouble. But if they run like they're in the prime of their careers, then we'll have an opportunity.
Just asking Collin earlier, but when you talk about kind of the plays not necessarily happening the way you draw them up or call them out there, how often do you see Collin, like when he passes the ball, it seems like it always eventually ends up back at him, and then by that point he's got 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it just how difficult has that been, kind of maybe somebody else not taking the shot when it's open or available?
Well, we've experienced that with Collin and AJ. A lot of times, they'll move the ball, and we'll just play sideline to sideline instead of, playing at the basket back to the three-point line. And that's something we've tried to correct, and hopefully we won't have those situations happen on Thursday and get into a shot clock violation or get into what we call a showtime situation, which is 5 seconds or less. And we'll get quality shots, and that'll afford us an opportunity to get back in transition. We gave up too many transition baskets, especially because we weren't balanced on offense. And the byproduct of that is, then you get cheap fouls. We foul too much. 23 fouls against A&M, and they shoot 30 free throws. That's just not good for us.
Avery, what was the explanation given to you by the officials of why Collin was given a technical on that incident at the last minute of the game?
You know what? I'm not going to comment on that one. This might be my first one, Cecil, that I have a no comment on. In 3, I think this might be my first one. So we'll just let that one. You can review it on your own. I'm not answering that question. But I'm not answering any question about good. Okay.
You guys' decision-making in transition the last couple games, when you get out on the break, it seems like you've thrown some lobs that have gone kind of wayward. I mean, how have you felt about the decision-making when you guys are on the break?
It significantly has to improve. We're throwing lobs to guys that can't catch lobs in that situation. We're just not making the right play. So we'll continue to work on it. We in situations like that, we go for grand slams and home runs instead of just going for the single or double. And I know the single or double is not as fantastic. It won't make, the top 10 plays, but boy, it's effective. So we're just trying to keep it simple on the break because there are some points that we're leaving on the board by always going for the fantastic play.
One more question. There is one.
Who is it that's leaving? Where's he going? All right. Well, congratulations. You're going to Houston to do what? Oh, you jumping on the bandwagon. It's pretty good. You weren't covering them 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Thanks, everybody.